Hello. So if you're watching this, you probably have asked me about the PPDs. I forget what the full form is, but I'm going to share you two that I created. One for American Airlines, the other one for a startup called Leakside, and kind of just walk you through why I did what, why I did what. Yeah, I think why I did what, and then also I will link the template link. So if you feel like you want to use the same template in the bio, the description box. So I am going to share the first one, which is American Airlines. So as you can see, I just use Canva. It doesn't really matter what you use, and I have the free version of Canva. So for me, this document was a way for the hiring manager to get a little to get a better feel of who am I. And so you'll see a lot of images of me. So here's just an American Air, well, like just a title page, a pretty title page. Why American Airlines? So here I've written about how air travel has been a huge part of my life. I do emphasize the mission of the company. So this is why I love American Airlines' mission of committing to provide every citizen of the world with the best service of air travel. So if you're applying to a company, look at what is their mission and put it in here. Then I obviously have pictures of me, and it's just a little bit more personal about the fact that like, hey, like I've traveled a lot in general, and why travel matters to me. Then I have a section of like, why me? So I look at the job description and understand what it is that they're looking for. So the fact that I love research. So this was a position that was very like cognitive science, behavioral science oriented. So that is my opportunity here to highlight who am I when it comes to that? So I've got loves research, I was a cognitive scientist, and I'm a communicator. So I'm a good communicator. You see, I've bolded some parts. I don't know if I would have done that now, but that's totally up to you and what you feel like. But it's really about like again, showing images of yourself, showing like this is actually me. This is a picture I've actually clicked. Like just giving an opportunity for the manager to get closer to an understanding of who you are. And then I have a now this changed depending on what company it was. So I knew the hiring manager was super interested in behavioral science. And during this phase of my life, I was very interested in behavioral science and I bought a lot of books. I was reading a lot. And so I have this one page where it's like, what am I learning? You see, I've got user research to highlight that I'm a UX researcher. I've got some data analysis, and I've got just a picture of books that I actually bought. Um, and so again, it's coming back to that personal element of like giving them a sneak peek into who am I. And then the final one, just let's connect. Thank you for taking this time to read. And just again, a picture of me. And then I do have a hyperlink. So when they go click on LinkedIn, they're gonna get my profile. So that is the one for American Airlines. And then now I'm gonna show you guys a similar one, but like different for the league side customer success internship. So again, different colors. I think I've probably used, so this image is not from the startup, but it's something representing sports. This company is about sports. Um, and so why league side again? So like the fact that, hey, like before I was in India, before I moved to India, I was very active in sports. As soon as went to India, I didn't feel like there were many opportunities to play sports. So this is why I love, again, their mission to give every kid the opportunity to play organized sports. And so again, we're coming back to being personal here, like, hey, look, I did swimming. I got a tennis certificate. So just an example of like just showing them like, hey, I was actually into sports. Again, we got why Shubhi as a customer success intern. So this is where you want to tailor it, right? So why me for this one? So love startups. So here I'm highlighting that like, hey, I've worked with startups because this was a startup. And here I'm thanking the CEO of T Hub, which was India's largest incubator system. Again, an opportunity to show that I've worked with startups, an opportunity to show that I communicate effectively, an analytical mindset. And then just the facts of with this one, because there was no like behavioral science element. I just showed certificates of the fact that like I looked at the job description, looked at what was it that they were looking for. They wanted analytics. They were very analytical heavy. And so I showed them certificates of the fact that I've done data analysis in Excel. I've done Python data science, and then user research, because at the end of the day, this was a user research position. And then the same thing, but look at the picture that I've used. It's more me doing, like, it's more me in nature because this is a sports startup. So it's really about getting into the art of like tailoring what you're doing, what you make to the company that you're applying to. So these are just two examples, and in my entire time, I've only made three. So the two you've seen and the one for Google. But yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know. I will put the template link at the bottom, and hopefully that helps you guys. All right, thank you. Bye.